we're gonna talk about ZR1X. So, Corvette. I mean, I've always loved Corvettes. Corvettes are, in my opinion, one of the best cars you could ever get. I'm an American, so I love frickin' Corvettes. They're awesome. They've always been cheap speed, and you know what? I think that they're kind of changing that now because they released the ZR1X. We want to back up before we even get to that. I mean, a couple of years back, they changed that, you know, front engine, rear wheel drive, V8, and they put it in the middle. They put the engine in the middle of the car. A lot of Corvette enthusiasts hated that because that really hasn't been what they were doing for a while. I mean, that was the formula that got them to point A to point B, and they've gotten a lot of notoriety because of it. But they wanted to get to the place where Ferrari, Lamborghini, McLaren, they wanted to be a part of that conversation. So they did the one thing that they needed to do, and they put it in the middle. And now, I mean, I think the Corvette, when they moved to the C8 or C8, it looks slick. And because they have more engine room now they have it in the middle of the car, they can do a lot more things with it. They can really move this around, and now with a lot better weight distribution, things can get really interesting now it's mid-engined. So with this mid-engine design, I kind of always felt like this was coming, but what I didn't see is that they released the E-Ray. So the E-Ray is the first hybrid system that they put in a Corvette. So, you know, I'm pretty sure they put one electric motor in the front of the car, and they had that same engine with, and I thought that was crazy. And then like a year or two later, they released the Z06 without the hybrid. And I'm like, they have the E-Ray, they have the Z06.
It's only a matter of time.
But they didn't do that yet. They put the next thing, which we all knew was coming. We all knew the ZR1 was coming. What we didn't know was that the engine was gonna have over 1,000 freaking horsepower. I mean, that's crazy, dude. I mean, I just saw Jason Camisa do a great video on the new Porsche GT3 RS with the Ford GTD and the ZR1 all together, and man, that is an epic episode. If you haven't seen that episode, go see it. It's so incredible. But spoiler alert, so if you don't want to see it, skip around 30 seconds ahead. The Corvette takes the cake. It's amazing. And if that wasn't enough, if that wasn't power, foolishness, silliness, and just all around lunacy, they decided to add the technology of the E-Ray, all the things that they learned from that hybrid system, and put it into the frickin' ZR1X. I mean, this is the future. This is the future. Hybrid engineering. Electric combustion engine working together. That's the future. And you're seeing it. You're seeing it. And the most crazy part, I mean, I could go rattle off a whole bunch of numbers, but the only thing that matters is this number, which is a really small number, is the 0 to 60 time.
1.68 frickin' seconds.
Let me say that again. 1.68 seconds. So basically half the time it took me to say 1.68 seconds, it's already 0 to 60. Okay, that's crazy. I mean, I remember when the Dodge Demon came out and they broke a whole bunch of records and it got, you know, banned from a whole bunch of drag strips. And again, back it up. This was on a prepped surface, right? Like really sticky tarmac, you know, the stuff that they do drag strips in. So that's why I was able to get the 1.68, you know, score. But I mean, that's what the Dodge Demon did. I mean, and the cool thing about the Demon is that it lifted up on its front two tires. It was super cool. They needed to, you know, they had the little skinny tires as well as a whole thing with the Demon. But I remember when that came out and that made headlines and everybody was talking about it and everybody wanted to talk about the Demon and how crazy that was and how it got banned from, you know, drag strips and everything. And now Corvette has come and has just bam, just said, hey, McLaren, hey, Ferrari, hey, Lamborghini, hey, Lucid. bye-bye, new kid on the block here. I'm a Corvette. You can't bully me anymore. I'm the top dog now. Woo! That's what we want to see. And I love it, man. I love it. This is the lunacy that we need. And I hear that it's actually a pretty docile car, all things considered. Like, I hear that you can actually like get behind this car and pretty competently get around the track with it. Like, it's not trying to rip your head off or anything. I mean, again, it is over 1,000 horsepower, but the fact that they made it usable is just awesome. Like, I love it. It really goes to show that when Americans put our mind to it, we can do anything. Next, I want to be able to drive this thing. I feel like this thing would just be so much fun, and I hope this is just making all of these supercar people take a second look at Corvette, because, man, like, put some respect on Corvette's name. They didn't come here to play. Don't call it a comeback. Like, whoo, man. America's not going anywhere with our speed, man. I love it. Now, shifting gears a little bit. See what I did there? Another car that I love that really hasn't been released yet is Scout. Now, Scout is a brand that was really big in I think it was the 70s. And they had a really bunch of really cool, basically like trucks and SUVs. Brand died out, and now VW, Volkswagen, they're reviving it and they're making it into an EV. It looks so slick. I mean, it looks like a Bronco and a Rivian made a baby, and it looks so nice. I mean, it looks awesome, and the figures are nuts. And now, you know, it's not going to be released until I think 2027 or 2028. So I don't really know why I'm talking about it, but they're pushing the marketing hard on this car. Now, all electric, all-wheel drive, 350 miles of range. Now that is impressive, and we are seeing a lot of electric EVs, I mean electric cars, getting to that mile range. But the special thing about the Scout is that it has a range extender, and that's called a harvester. Now, the harvester is just a gasoline-powered little engine that isn't there for any powertrain, I don't think. It's just there to extend the mileage. So now, with one tank of EV and one tank of gas, you can now get over 500 horsepower. So you don't have to worry about pretty much anything when you drive this car. I mean, it also has like a 0 to 60 time of 3.5 seconds. Again, crazy. That's the good thing about EVs though, is that you can get those 0 to 60 times really fast, which I love. And you're gonna have, you know, 350 kilowatt of fast charging, which is great. You know, you're getting a lot of heritage out of the Scout brand because they had a pretty big brand there in the 70s. But man, it just looks so slick. It's saying that they're gonna be around 60K. I mean, if they're around 60K, I mean, again, I don't know how it drives, but just on the way it looks, it looks just like, you know, it just looks like mid-century modern inside. It just feels like it's scratching all like the millennial parts of my brain that likes nice things. Like, it has an amazing like glass roof thing, and it's just got the harvester, which I absolutely love. And I think that's gonna be a big part of what we're gonna be seeing in EVs as well. We're gonna be seeing that harvester vibe where we're gonna see an engine put into EVs, which kind of defeats the whole purpose. But I feel like a lot of people are really nervous about, you know, range anxiety, right? Like, that's the thing. People are nervous about, you know, not having enough electric to get to the places you want to be. And there's been a lot of data that says, you know, the average person on an average day doesn't really go past, I don't know, 50 miles in a day. So if you have a charger, especially if you have a garage, you can just charge it at home. But Americans, I feel like especially, we like a lot of range. And if we're not getting a lot of range, we need to have a lot of something else. So I think that the thing that EVs were missing is this ability to have over 500 miles of range, which I just love. And on top of that, it just looks so slick. So right now, we're not gonna get much else, I think, out of the Scout brand right now. I think that they're just doing a lot of testing on their car models right now, basically just durability testing, seeing if how well that they're actually gonna do these off-roads. I don't think a lot of people are gonna take this off-roading, but you know, I love this thing. It looks awesome. I'm excited to see what Scout's gonna do. So, these are my takes. Tell me what you think. Like, comment, share, subscribe. If you agree, disagree, in the comment section, let me know. I'd love to chat with you. Just little chit chat. Little chitty chat chat.